Hey guys, this is PrimEval. Welcome to the sixth game in my No Quitters series. Here we're Songhai again. Of course, we always play random, but I guess my computer really likes rolling them. Anyways, we missed out on two wonders, got some gold out of it, but that's not too much of a consolation. On the plus side, it did mean that we are training more settlers than we would have had we been working on those wonders the entire time. So up next, I could go and grab Stonehenge or the pyramids. I think I want to go and grab a granary here. And since we don't have an escort, we'll send this settler over to this nice hill right near our city. Go and upgrade that archer to a composite bow, both to try to get us out of this really low military score, and also so that we can take care of this barbarian camp. And while we're at it, we should probably try to work some high food tiles here. Alright, that speeds us up to 3 turns until we grow, but it also slows our granary down. I think that's just fine since we only have the one granary resource. So let's get this scout out of here before the Incans get any ideas. Since we do have the gold, I think we will go and upgrade now, just so that we can try to get out of last place in terms of military might. I don't want to give the Incans any additional motivation to come and attack Timbuktu. So we can select our next social policy. Let's see, we can get a bunch of happiness out of monarchy, or we can accelerate our culture ever so slightly by going down liberty. I think I do want to finish off tradition first. We'll soon have the 4 cities, and then we'll get the 15% growth bonus and free aqueducts, which will really help us out in terms of growing our population. Let's see how we're doing compared to everyone else in terms of our faith generation. We have the lead. So that means we'll likely be the first to found religion. So there's no religious demographic on this chart, on the demographics chart. So when a city-state offers you a religion quest, you can get an idea of how well you're doing. Because if you're not in first, it'll tell you what you're at and also what the leader's at. And if you are in first, then it'll tell you that you are in the lead. So that's nice. Perhaps we'll be able to show off a strong religious game here. Also, in 5 turns, when we unlock philosophy, we'll get the free mud mosque in Gao, and that'll get us a bunch more, or 2 more faith, which is nothing to sneeze at. Get to work on a library, but we'll also want to grow as fast as possible here. And let's build a library here. And since we have a granary, we should be working the wheat. Everything else looks just fine. Someone's built the Petra. That's definitely good for them. I am surprised I didn't see someone go desert. Oh, okay. So here we are. The Incans have desert folklore and the Petra. So they'll be quite powerful. So since they might be our only actual neighbor, I mean, sure, we have the Celts to the north, but they might be occupied with Japan, and also there's this very tight choke that they'd have to send their units through. Since our only neighbor is the Incans, we might need to go to war with them. Or we could develop peacefully. We'll have to see how their military might rises and falls. So this worker has improved most of the tiles around the capital. We can go and send him over towards Timbuktu and send this composite over to have a look at this camp. We've grown a little here. Let's grow a little more. Though our libraries are very slow to come at the two cities here. Alright, so we just finished our library. Let's go and work on a composite bowman, since we are fairly close to our neighbors here. And let's bring this composite bowman back towards Timbuktu, just in case the Incans have some expansionist ideas. There, they just stole another worker from Geneva, or I don't know if they were the first to steal a worker from Geneva, but someone had definitely stolen one previously. Here we can go and grab the Oracle if we want, or we could squeeze out another settler, or perhaps go for a Colosseum. Let's build that Colosseum since we are running into our happiness limit here, and we haven't improved any new luxuries yet. Up next will be this marble, but it doesn't look like we're going to expand our borders there anytime soon, so we'll have to go and buy that. Now up next, let's go and head towards civil service. I think I'd rather grab currency before drama. Off, and Sidon cleared the camp? Come on. Well, that was a disappointment. And here's a Japanese scout. Hopefully he's not going to steal this camp from us. Now, he won't be able to this turn, but if we keep on weakening this brute, and the Japanese scout keeps hanging around, then he could well steal that from us. So we'll send our scout over to go and capture that camp. Someone's built Stonehenge. So for some reason we're number 2 on military might now, just behind Japan. I guess no one else, or at least of concern to me, the Incans haven't upgraded to composite bows yet. Alright, so we could spawn a great prophet soon. But the Incans were able to found a city before us. That's the power of desert folklore. We just got our great person. 2 people actually were able to found religions before us, so that's pretty disappointing. What's been taken? Ceremonial burial and tithe. So there the Incans just built the pyramids, and we can go and found ourselves a religion. Alright, so let's see what perks there are left. We could get church property or initiation rights, or we could go for extra faith. Boo. Let's grab initiation rights here, even though it's only 66 gold on quick speed. Getting the gold early could be nice. And as far as religious perks go, let's go grab ourselves some pagodas. And since I'm not really planning on spreading this religion, since I'm not overly impressed with church property, I think it was. What did we take? Initiation rights. I think we'll set up our religious selection to purchase a pagoda as soon as possible. So we'll soon have libraries in all of our cities, and we can work on the National College, and then we'll squeeze out a few more cities since we have the space, as well as the unique luxuries to support that. So there's Japan. We can definitely go and grab this hill for the cotton. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that wouldn't be a hill. I guess we'd settle here, which wouldn't be so bad either. And we may as well drop something in the middle here. 1, 2, 3. Directly on. It's no river. We would get the mountain, but there's not a lot of food there either, so it wouldn't get us that much in the way, by way of science anyways. National College in 8. Let's go grab the Oracle while we're waiting for these libraries to finish. And I wonder if Japan is waiting to steal this camp from us. We'll have to be quick. Alright, so we got 50 gold out of that. We get the extra gold since we are Songhai. And that should have fulfilled a city-state quest. Yes, Jakarta is no longer mad at us for stealing that worker. Alright, so we are in good shape here. We've missed out on all of the great wonders. Someone's been spamming wonders like crazy. But we're leading on population and crop yield. We're also number 2 in terms of manufactured goods. We are getting close to the bottom in terms of soldiers though, so we should probably go and build some of those. We're also 4 techs behind the tech leader. And that means we'll have to get our national college up as soon as possible. Although I do want to finish the Oracle, so we'll try for the Oracle. If we're beaten to the Oracle, like we have been for the other 2 that we tried for, then we'll start working on the national college. Alright, so we triggered a Wheel of the King Day here. But that doesn't help since we're not actually growing. And we were beaten to the Oracle, which is fine since we can start work on the National College shortly, though frustrating. We just got 2 of our luxuries online. So we have a nice 8 happiness to fill with new population. Let's make sure we're working some high food tiles here. And I would like to finish that library. If we switch that over, it goes to 3 turns. Fine. Okay, so we can no longer work on the Oracle. Let's put a few turns into a market, and then as soon as able, i.e. in 2 turns from now, we'll switch that over to the National College. And for some reason I have an hourglass as my cursor. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. Here we'll go and build ourselves a granary since we do want to grow here, especially since it's one of our mountain cities. These 2 cities are considered beside mountains as these natural wonders are mountains. If we chopped this, we would lose a production, or we would lose a food. So I don't want to chop that. Go get some more salt online. So here, even though we weren't the first to found a religion, for some reason we still had acquired the most faith. I'm not entirely sure how that works. But anyways, we are now friends with Geneva. Because I don't think the faith timer waited too long to pop that great profit. I think it was on the 2nd or maybe the 3rd turn, which isn't really that bad. Here, let's go and grab a granary, especially since we've got the 2 granary, or the 3 potentially granary resources, although I think I'm going to leave this wheat tile to our capital. Looking at the demographics, we are number 1 on population and crop yield, 2nd on manufactured goods, and 4th on soldiers here. So that's the same as it was the last time we looked at it. With all this wonderful gold, we could go and buy ourselves another unit, and I think we will. Let's go and buy ourselves a composite bow, just so we can get rid of these barbarians, and also just in case this Japanese scout starts making a lot of trouble. Library complete. Let's go and grab ourselves a watermill. So Geneva wants Tengrism, Sidon wants an admiral, and Jakarta wants sugar. Oh yeah, I did want to go and switch this over to a national college so we can get the science. Although, is it worth the 2 for a little extra gold, or is the science more important? I guess we can wait 2 turns, and then get 10 more turns of extra gold. I'm hoping that those lost beakers won't be the won't make a big difference. Jakarta seeks natural wonders. Wonder if there's a passageway in this one piece of fog here. I also wonder where all these barbarians are coming from. Is there a camp somewhere back here? Alright, so I'm more or less happy. These are pretty nice city spots. We're just working on our national college now. It's a little bit late, but that's okay. In terms of the demographics, we're leading on population. We are just a little behind on manufactured goods and crop yield. In terms of soldiers, we are 4th. I would like to know what's behind the Incans. If we're the Incans' only neighbor, then pretty much war is, well, it's certainly not guaranteed, but when you only have one neighbor, war is fairly likely. So this is a continuous mountain range here. I guess I shouldn't have brought that scout right beside that barbarian camp there. And some people want furs. Are there any furs for trade? No. Alright, so we can go and finish off the tradition tree here, and that'll accelerate our growth by quite a bit. All of our other neighbors have also gone tradition here, so that's interesting. So there's our granary. We could build some walls. We could build a stable. That's a pretty good idea since we've got the 2 horses and the sheep, and eventually another sheep. And we've got a camp back here. It'd be nice if Jakarta or some of the other city-states gave us a mission to destroy that. So while Saron is taking his turn, let's have a look at his lands here. So it's fairly open terrain. There is the odd river, but if we did want to go and attack him, at least we'd have a good area to set up our troops and move in without having to worry about forest jungles or rivers impeding our movement. We should probably go and scout the top here around Geneva to get a better idea of A, what other neighbors the Incans have, and thus how likely they are to attack us, and also, if we are to attack them, what are our routes of attack. But first, since we're over by Japan, we may as well have a quick peek at this city. I guess clearing this camp does give us the 50 gold, so that's nice. Alright, so we just bought ourselves a pagoda there. I'm not too interested in enhancing my religion, because I'm not too happy with my founder belief. But I guess if we enhance our religion, we'll be able to deprive the other players of their good founder beliefs. So maybe I'll cancel the automatic pagoda purchase here. Up next, let's go and grab ourselves perhaps a stoneworks, or maybe a worker. Let's go grab a stoneworks here. So I don't want this Japanese scout to steal my camp, so I'll just move. I guess I'll take a shot at this galley instead. And Osaka, way back there, that will be pretty hard to capture. It's in a nice choke. We'd have to send a navy around the side, as well as set up a bunch of artillery or ranged units. So with artillery it might be okay, but if we had to bring like cannons into these spots, we'd have to go through the choke first. So Osaka is pretty well defended. And the Celts and Japan are still at war. Alright, so our national college is done in 4 turns. We just got another assault online. We could go and work on a road here. So here I'd like to try to get this camp, so even though I've passed the turn, I'm gonna watch Japan, and oh man, now they're gonna get it. Hopefully they will not realize that I've cleared that camp, or weakened that barbarian, and I'll have a chance to do something about it. But as it is, they'll probably be able to deprive us of the 50 gold, which is disappointing. Alright, one of our cities converted to another religion. Some of our cities have grown. we just finished civil service. Let's go and grab education. We are doing okay as far as soldiers go. We're just a little below average. We'll grab a rough terrain here since my two other composites are open terrain. Oh man, the Incans are so good. These terraced farms are nice. So grabbing civil service there increases the amount of food we're getting from these river tiles. And it looks like Japan has forgotten about the scout, and so hopefully that means we'll be able to grab that camp. We did, so that's an extra 50 gold, which is really nice. We're making use of our unique ability. Yeah, these nice desert terraced farms. And then all this faith from desert folklore, plus the Petra. Although it doesn't look like he's getting a Petra bonus out of that. I wonder where he built the Petra then. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought that since Cerrone had all these desert tiles, it was he who built the Petra, but it wasn't. So that's good. I don't want my neighbors to be too strong. I really wonder how the rest of the continent looks. Here we're just in this little corner here with Japan and the Celts to the north behind a mountain range, and then we've got the Incans to our west. Let's see how many cities Cerrone has here. He's up to 5. We might want to go and squeeze it a 5th once we finish that national college. We can also go and send this composite bowman back to gain a little experience off of that spearman. So we'll stop the video here, and I'll see you in part 3.